Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to ESGNet. We're making a return here, and we're seeing a familiar face here onto the channel. Yes, bringing back a lot of the Road to Show characters, and this is one of them. We've seen Bolden and several others, but now we're going to see Simon Unger. He's making a return here to the channel, and if you remember last time we played as him, he was in the World Series. Him and the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Texas Rangers here. We're going to start that and try to finish up this season with him here today. Now, we're going to play the first 3 or 4 games of the World Series, depending on how it works out here. I think, if I remember right, this has been a while since I've played or seen this footage, but we're going to be playing, I believe, the first 4 games of this series and see how it goes. So, Mike Nixon, of course, for the Rangers, is going to be the starter here in Game 1 of the World Series. And of course, we're trying to we're trying to return back to the here. We made our return, but we're trying to be back-to-back champions here. If you remember last season, we won our World Series championship at home there in the city of Los Angeles, playing against the Angels. And now this year, we're taking on the Rangers for that World Series title. So the best of the American League versus the best of the National League are going to go head-to-head here at Texas Ranger, or here at Global Life Field. I was going to say Texas Rangers Field, but and this is, of course, before the dome was put up here at Globe Life. So we'll go ahead and get into the top of the first here of the World Series and Game 1 here. And that is going to be a fly ball out to left field on Simon Unger. And he won't be able to do too much with that here. So this is, like I said, this is a huge deal for Simon Unger. And, of course, the Dodgers, who've got a pretty good put-together team here, and especially building around him and the pitching that we have right now. We got 2 of the best pitchers, Strasburg and Clayton Kershaw, here in this rotation. And, of course, we got Simon Unger and several others there in the lineup there. That's going to be really just really put things together. Now, of course, Puig, if you've been watching the series since Simon's been on the Dodgers, I've been kind of knocking on Puig. This is not the same Puig that we've seen, a couple years ago. This Puig is the Puig that strikes out quite often. Also gets in trouble there, as you see. We thought that was going to be a tag up, but apparently I messed up there, and so that was a double play. That ended the inning. So no good there, as we see Shinsu Chu up at the plate. But yeah, this is not the same Puig that has been doing pretty well now since he's turned his career around now with, I wouldn't say turned his career around with the Rangers or the Reds, because we haven't really had a season yet. If you, of course, the world's currently in a troubled time right now with the pandemic going on and such. Baseball season, and of course, by the sounds of it, baseball season may not be coming back at all. Because of the labor issues going on between Major League Baseball and the Players Association. But that's why I'm bringing you baseball here. As you take a look here, the Rangers are down by a run here. Simon, well, he's in trouble again as he pops this one straight up there. And that's going to go to the second or shortstop there. And they have a 1-run lead. So it's now tied 2-2 here in the top of the 8th. As we see, Simon has nobody on board and nobody out. And it's a 1-2 count. He's going to just whiff on that one there. They're going to do some house cleaning and get him there out at first base. So tough break there for him as it's tied 2-2. I don't know if he's going to get another at-bat here in this one. We'll take a look here and see. Oh, yeah, he's going to go to the 10th now. And it's 1 for 4. He's double back in the 3rd. He has 1 home run and 1 RBI so far here in this 2019 World Series. So not doing the best here. It's a tough one here. And, of course, you always want to win the first game because that really sets the tone for the series. So tied 2 apiece now here, top of the 10th. 1 on and nobody out. Simon looking for a pitch here that he can drive. And, he drove it real well. This one's going to go back and it's going to go deep. It's going to go to left field, and that is a home run right there. That is a 2-run shot there for Simon Unger, and that's going to help the Dodgers now take a 2-run lead here in the top half of the 10th. And, of course, we'd like to put some more runs on the board here and also play some really solid defense if we can. And if we do so, we can walk out of here with the first game of the World Series. A nice job there as Simon gets his first home run here in this year's World Series. I'm not for sure how many home runs he has so far since he's been in the World Series. This will be the second time in his career that he's been to the World Series. I had to try to look that up, what his postseason numbers are, but nonetheless, I'm sure I have those numbers somewhere on my computer. But nonetheless, there we do win the game, and we take the first game of this series. Remember, it's a best of 7. So the first team that gets 4 victories wins it, and we'll walk away as MLB champions. So nice job there. As of course, the first 2 games of this series will of course be here in Texas. So we'll get ready for game 2, and of course games 3, 4, and 5, if necessary, will of course be in LA. So we'll see at least 2 games here, which will be the second game coming up here in just a bit, and then games 3 and 4, which we'll see also in this episode, will be in LA. As you take a look there, player of the game, 2 for 5 in that one, as he gets the home run that breaks up the tie there in the 10th, and also a double and 2 RBIs and a run scored. They win the game 4-2 here at Globe Life. So they take game 1 here. They are setting the pace here. They're letting the Rangers fans and the Rangers team know that they are a team of destiny here. The way they've been putting together this club here this season, the way they've been winning, they are the heavy favorites to win the World Series. So let's go ahead and get out to game 2 here in just a bit and see how things are going to go. As you take a look at the numbers there from both squads. And there you see they're 1-0. Rangers 0-1. Rangers need to get back in this game. Game 2, it's automatically a must-win. Just like, I guess, just as important, I guess, as just as game 1 is. Because, like I said, you want to set the tone. And there you see the pitching here tonight. And of course, Simon going to try to see what he can do here to bring some more of that magic that he has in his bat that he's done all season long here. We'll see how things go here in game 2, and let's try to see if we can get a 2-game lead and take that one back home. So there you see game 1 of the World Series, 2 for 5 in the ball game, 2 home runs, 3 RBI so far in the postseason. As we take a look here, 2-1 count here for Unger, as he has 1 on board and 1 out. This one's going to be lofted out there to left field here. Does this have enough to get out of the ballpark there? No, it does not. It's going to stay in the ballpark out to deep left field for out number 2. So could not you just need a little more muster on that bat there. He could have had that one sail right out of here. So up by a run here, top of the 3rd. We'll see Simon Unger here going again for the fence here as this one goes deep. This one's going to go back. It's going to bounce off the wall. It's going to be good enough for a double. Simon thinking about going for a triple, but he's going to be told to hold up and wait there at second. So now we go to the 4th inning here. We're going to see some defense now from Simon Unger as Rob Santos has 3 RBIs for the season there for the Rangers. We're leading now 3 runs, 4-1 here in the bottom of the 4th. Runs on the corners with 1 out. Try to see if we can do a quick double play here, as that one's going to be grounded there to the second baseman. Nice toss there and a nice turnaround for the double play as they leave 2 runners stranded. And that is going to be it for the inning. So after 4, it's a 3-run lead here for the Dodgers, as Unger will be up to bat here, and we'll see what he can do. There you see his numbers so far for tonight's game: 1 for 2, a double and a run. I mean, he has a focus here, a dynamic challenge, and he's going to have to focus and try to see what he can do here. And I believe he's going to try to only swing at pitches inside the zone for plus 50% bonus to his attributes here. So we'll try to see if we can do that here in the 5th. And with no runner on board and with 1 out, we'll see here. He's going to sky that one over to left field, and that challenge that he was supposed to make is completed. They say he completed that one. So he hit one in the zone, apparently, and it's going to complete that. So he's going to get that extra 50% there in his abilities. Move on now to the 7th inning here. Nobody on and nobody on, nobody out. Unger here looking for a pitch here. He's going to hit this one. That one's going to be lifted out to center field, deep center field, for a great catch. And Simon does have some pretty good numbers in the power compartment of his game, and of course his contact. Now 4-4 here in the top of the 9th, and Simon's going to go, and he tried to go, like he was trying to go deep maybe wasn't trying to go deep, but he does hit that one. And I think we might take a look at this. He got robbed of a home run. I thought that was going deep out there, but I didn't think it was going to be that deep. He almost had a home run, but it gets taken away from him, and that is how that one's going to end, as the Rangers able to come back and win this one. And they win this one 5-4. Casey Gore is your player of the game, as they get that one run they need there in the bottom of the 9th. Simon Unger 1 for 5 in the ball game with a double, and that's his performance of the game there. He did score a run, and there you see the rest of the numbers there for the Dodgers and of course the Rangers here in this one. And unfortunately, we are going to come up short here, as now the series is now tied 1 game apiece. So we head now out to LA for game 3 of this series and try to get this series back on track here for ourselves, as we try and see what we can do here. Of course, a lot of people are saying this is a series that can go it's going to probably go all the way down to the 7 games here. And of course, as a baseball fan like myself, you want to try to get those 4 games as quickly as you can, keep everybody healthy. Of course, we have had a couple of days of rest, and we need a big win, a big pitching performance here from Clayton Kershaw here tonight, and as he's 2-1 now for the postseason. So full count now, 2 out, nobody on here for Simon Unger here in the bottom of the 1st, and Simon gonna rip that one right to the shortstop there, who makes a play, and they get the out. So it's gonna be very important to get Simon Unger on board, and also we need Puig's bat here when Simon does get on board there to be move him over and get him in scoring position, unless they have Simon start stealing bases here, which he is quite capable of doing so. So we'll have another dynamic challenge here in game 3, and we'll see. We got a runner on first, and our job is to try to advance that runner and try to hit a ball over the infield here. So okay, I think we could do that. So with a 1-2 count here from Simon, and that one's going to be a drop and going to be a miss, as that's a failed challenge. We could not advance the runner and could not hit the ball over the infield. So tough break there for us, as we're up by 6 now here in the bottom of the 4th. So far, everybody but us is doing great here tonight, as we take a look here, and that's going to be a force out there at 2nd, and that ends the inning. Now we'll see Simon up to the Unger here. 0-for-3. He grounded out there in the 4th, as we move on now to the 6th. It's now 8-0 here. So really the bats are coming alive here. Simon wants to be a part of this hit club. There's 2 out and 1 on, and that is going to be a pop out there to short, as that's going to retire the side here. So everybody's bats in the lineup is rattling, but Simon Unger's. There you see, Dodgers fans, they like what they see here, but I think they would like even more so if Simon was a part of this. So 0-for-4 now. He popped out there last time we seen him back in the 6th. Here we are in the 9th, in the 8th, and we'll see here a 9-1 ball game, as Simon here is going to fly this one out to right center field. He drops down there, gets a base hit, and he has finally now recorded a hit here in game 3 of this series, as he is very happy about that. You can tell the look on his face there. So now with 1 out and 1 on there at 2nd, Simon's going to go ahead and take off for 3rd. He's going to try to get there. Can he get there on time? He is safe, as he steals 3rd base. And there you see, pitcher is probably not liking that at all, as they are up by 8 runs here. And Rangers, yeah, they know that Simon Unger got some wheels on him. So we'll see Puig here to hit this one there. That's going to get past the infield there, past the 3rd baseman. Simon Unger is going to come in, and there you see the rally towels there, waving them around. Yeah, it's a 10 1 ball game, as Puig does a great job there getting that base hit and getting on board, and of course driving the run in to extend that lead now by 9 runs. And Anthony there, on the other hand, is upset, and he is glad that this game's over with, as the Dodgers win this one here 10-1. 1 for 5 in this ball game for Simon Unger. Not a great night there for him. Double, a run score, and of course a stolen base. But his ball club, he knows now they can do something without him if he's having a bad night here. And of course I'm pretty sure they're thinking that, hey Simon, we need your bat, man. We can't have you have a bad night. Not tonight. So it's going to be the next night here coming up. We'll have game 4, and we'll see that here in just a bit. But there you see the numbers there. Great game there, great start there, especially in the second inning, going there early and going after that and just being aggressive at the plate there more often. It's great performance there from Kershaw. As you take a look there, it's 2-1 there in the series. We take the 1-game series lead here, and now we're going for game 4. So game 4 here, if we can win this one, we can take game 5 here and try to take it all here. But of course, it's 1 game at a time, 1 pitch at a time. Can't get too far ahead of ourselves. Gore did have a great performance there, and that decent performance there in that first game here between these two teams there in Globe Live. Now he's going to face Unger again. And here we are in the bottom of the first, 2 out, nobody on. And that is going to be a fly ball out to right field on Unger, and that's going to retire the side. So no score coming across there, as it's still scoreless. Now it's the bottom of the third here. It's tied 2-all. 1 runner on board and nobody out here for Simon Unger, as he's going to hit this one. Oh, off the pitcher. And we've seen that already happen here. And, actually, I've been seeing it happen here way too often in this game. In baseball games here as of late. If you've been watching my Kansas City Royals there, we hit Chris Tillman there in that most recent episode here on the channel. I don't know if it's up or not yet here by the time I put this up, but yeah, it's been kind of weird. I've been playing a lot of baseball here lately. I've been seeing batters of the guys I control, or the computer's been controlling, hitting off the pitcher here, and that's a stolen base there. Another nice one there from Simon Unger, showing off his wheels here. Take a look at Show Track and look at the distance he had to go there, and then look at the speed, and he did a great job. The lead distance there of about 12 feet off the bag there, but did a great job there getting there and making a stolen base. As we'll see next at bat here, or this same batter. And there you see he grounds out there for the out. But he does help advance a runner there 90 feet to third base, which is going to help them out here with another batter coming up. And, of course, a base hit here will score. So we'll see now Alex Guerrero coming up the bat. I believe he'll have a full count here. He had a double and a run and already here in today's game. We'll see with a full count here. Runner on third. We'll see Alex, what was that there, buddy? All right, so Alex Guerrero there will swing and miss there, and that will end the inning as we have it tied up 2-2. So now we have a boss challenge. Okay, this is, I think, one of the first times I've seen this here, and we'll see how things go now as Simon Unger there getting ready to face off against this pitcher. So we'll see what our challenge is in this one. I'm sure it's going to be a good one, and looks like we got some options here. And looks like we're going to go try to hit a single or better here with 1 runner on and 2 away. And we'll see if Simon Unger can own up to this challenge here. And hits this one here high and deep. This is going to go back to right or left center field there. That's going to go over the wall, and that's a home run. Boss challenge completed there. And that is a 2-run shot there for Simon Unger as he hits his 4th home run of the postseason. I believe this is his 2nd home run of the World Series this year. And yeah, nice job there as he knocks that one over the wall. 8-3 now here in the bottom of the 8th. Nobody on and 2 out. Simon Unger, bat starting to heat up once again. Simon here gets a piece of this one here. It's going to go deep. It's going to go back. It goes over the warning track, and that's another home run. This time a solo shot. His 5th of the season, his 2nd here in or I should say his 2nd or 3rd. They say it's his 2nd, but I believe it's his 3rd in the World Series here. And that is a beautiful one there, as they now lead this one 9-3. So Simon Unger's bat's really starting to heat up, especially at this time that we need. Now let's see if this will transfer over to Game 5. Take a look here at the replay there. He knew he had all of that baseball there. That's why he's taking off like that. Bottom of the 8th now here, and we'll see runners on first and second, 2 out. Unger here hitting this one up the middle here. Could bring in another run here off of base, another RBI here off of a base hit, and he does so. Makes it 10-3 here in this one. And the Dodgers, not Royals, Dodgers will win this one, and they'll walk away here with game 4 here. 3rd victory in this series, as they'll now lead it 3-1, and they can possibly now win this one tomorrow night in Game 5. They can close the series up here at home and win a world championship here in this ballpark. And that is how the episode is going to end it here in part 1 of this World Series with Simon Unger. So far, Simon Unger and the Dodgers looking very good here. Looking hot. 3 for 5 in the ball game. 2 runs, 2 home runs, and 4 RBIs for Simon Unger, as he gets a great win. And he'll move on now to game number 5, and he's going to be named the player of the game. So congrats to him on that. And a nice job there from the Dodgers overall as a team. Playing very well, looking very well, pitching very well. Everything's starting to come together here for these guys, and they could be bringing home another World Series championship to the City of Angels. Nice job. There you see the numbers there. Pause the video, check those out. Great win there for Simon Unger and for the Dodgers, and they win another one here again. So as we see here, we're just one game away from winning the World Series once again. As you take a look there, 3-1, and we just need that one game in Game 5 there to win it. And if not, well, the series, if we don't win Game 5, the series will go back to Arlington there, and we'll have to play Game 6. But we don't want that. Can't think that way. Get ready for Game 5 coming up in the next episode, you guys, in episode 237 of the Simon Unger Road to Show here on MLB 19 The Show. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you happen to be new. Hit that bell notification so you guys can be notified of this series or any other series here on the channel, and be the first ones to know what is what when we drop a video here on YouTube. Not to mention, you guys can follow us on Patreon. If you want to see this series earlier, maybe a week or two earlier before it is dropped on YouTube, you guys can join the Patreon page there. We have some great perks there and some great things for our members who join our Patreon page. So thank you guys again so much for watching. Stay tuned for more here on the channel. But as always, keep yourselves healthy, and I will see you guys next time.